stance, body placement. Get your eyes through your target. Get your eye on your target right now. Here we go. Tight left. Right knee, David. Bring your knee. Good. Accelerate on contact. Hut. Straight through. Bring your knees. My coaching style is probably who I am. I'm a teacher. I'm a teacher by trade. I want to educate kids. I want to help kids figure out what their potential is and sometimes past their potential. So my coaching style is direct, honest, but always teaching, always trying to find a way to push the right button for the right kid. Gotta go, bring your knee. Hold it. Growing up in the Midwest, watching football on TV and just being a fan of Big Ten football, you knew about Iowa. You knew about Coach Ferentz, and being a line coach, I was a high school line coach. Well, anytime you could watch film of Iowa, grab clinic film, or go to a high school clinic and see Coach Ferentz speak, or come to practice. When I was at Illinois State, we came over and talked ball, and so you always knew. And you know, in the back of my, I've never had any crazy career goals where I got to do this by this or I got to do this by this. That's not what's really important to me. But if you would have like cornered me and say, hey, give me where you want to be, give me who you want to work for and where you want to be, that's where I'm at today. So I've always known what Iowa has to offer as a university, and I know what this coaching staff believes in.
Halloween and homecoming in Madison. It is literally the Wild West for the next 5 weeks, the second half of the season. The Hawks draw a circle around the state of Iowa. Here comes Wisconsin, Northwestern, Illinois, Minnesota, and Nebraska. Wisconsin's #1 in the nation against the run. 53 yards a game is all that 3-4 is giving us. So the quarterbacks, whether it's Spencer Petras or Graham Mertz, and we certainly hope it's the former, have got to make some plays.
The Heartland is brought to you by Iowa's corn farmers of the Iowa Corn Growers Association and Iowa Corn Promotion Board. You may think Iowa grows corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa.
Jones about 2 yards deep in the end zone. Ivory Kelly Martin is standing at his 5, and what wind there is benefits Wisconsin. And here's the kick. Charlie Jones has a chance for a return from the goal line. 5, 10, 15, 20, hops through a hole, gets a great block. He's down the near sideline across the 40, out to the 45-yard line. Couldn't start much better than that, Ed, unless he went for a score.
Well, that was really well blocked. Return right. Caught it and came right up the field.
Second down 7. Mertz going to throw again as Van Valkenburg arrives, but wide open coverage goes Chimeri Dickey. Motion out of an offset eye. They hand off to Allen. No, play fake. Mertz throws wide open in the back of the end zone. Caught for a touchdown is tight end Jake Ferguson. Well, you can't lose him. With 2 minutes gone second quarter and Wisconsin leading 7-0. They're going to run straight ahead with Allen. The Hawks gang tackle him. He gets to the outside but can't escape. Good job by Iowa. They guessed right. Wagner was in the middle of that along with Jamari Harris, who came in over the top. Here's the snap. They get in there, but the kick is on the way and right through. 10-0 Wisconsin. Petras has the ball knocked away and recovered by Wisconsin. Before he could cock the arm and get rid of the pass, Nick Herbig, the linebacker, came in and knocked it out of his grasp. Spencer never saw him. And multiple tight ends for Wisconsin. One goes in motion. They got an H-back in there. They're going to run straight ahead with a fullback. And he's thrown back. Now, no signal.
Oh, they're saying he didn't make it.
He did not penetrate the goal line. And it is Iowa football.
Yeah.
Good job, defense. Potabom blocking for Ivory Kelly Martin. And he goes nowhere. Up, and the ball is out, they say. And
oh, no.
Wisconsin has recovered. Oh, boy. Here's the snap. Mertz going to keep it this time and takes it in for the touchdown. Pretty easy call there. Just keep the ball and ran in behind center. 320-pound Joe Tippmann. Here comes the reverse to Keegan Johnson. It's still going. And the Hawks are in business, 1st and 10. There's taking advantage of that speed on the reverse. Spencer Petras.
Boy, they're not giving it to him. Oh, there they go.
Now they do. And it's a touchdown, Iowa. Spencer Petras. Badgers take advantage of 3 Hawkeye lost fumbles in the first half and win the football game 27-7.
The Heartland is brought to you by Hy-Vee, the official grocery partner of Iowa Hawkeye football. Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. And by the University of Iowa Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives.
You know, when we're looking for a coach, we're looking for somebody who has a background in the sport, expertise, somebody that has great leadership, understands building a team and people. And then if you can find somebody that's already achieved great things at the University of Iowa, like Coach Garbutt was a part of. I mean, there were 3 years in a row we went to the NCAAs and had our highest finish ever, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So we found the perfect fit. The next head coach, your next head coach, Jeff Garbutt. Let's give him a welcome hand.
My expectations are that we're gonna come together as a team, and we're gonna be highly motivated, and we're gonna go after it and try to get back to, you know, being where we were a few years ago, which is, you know, very competitive in the Big Ten Conference, which is going to make us really competitive nationally. So, you know, expectation is to get back to where we should be.
Honestly, when he walked through the door, I was like super shocked. It wasn't something that I expected at all. He really cares for his athletes, and he really cares for our successes, and I am so excited that he's going to be working with us again. I have extreme confidence that he's going to help us race fast and race hard and race strong, while also growing into really confident and passionate young women. So that's exciting.
No, it's awesome. It just really speaks to who those young people are, the young women on this team. I had some really good relationships with them. You know, being able to coach them and recruit them, you get to know them on the long trips and the flights and all the different things. And you know, when I heard about this opportunity, the ability to come back and be a part of it with, you know, this with them was very important to me. So to get those hugs, it really makes you feel like you made the right decision for sure. You know, they're like I said, a special group, and we're going to do some special things.
My opening statement would be that we have work to do. This place where wrestling is important, it is understood by our fans, by our administration, by our coaching staff, and most importantly, it is understood by those guys, our roster right there. And because they know how important it is, and because it's important in their lives, they know that we got work to do, and we got work to do, and there is no automatic. I have some concerns, as always, going into seasons, and that doesn't mean that those concerns are like that something like an earthquake is happening, but it's just the natural concerns that there is no automatic.
I'm glad that my teammates still wanted to compete with me and come back. I just feel like I knew that this was a special team, and I didn't want anyone to leave out or regret anything. So I didn't really tell them they had to come back or anything like that. I just wanted to make sure they knew that, you know, I would love to have them back and to be a part of something that, you know, could never be done again, hopefully. And that's kind of what our goal is to be the best team ever. And that's your goal. Your goal should be that every year, by the way.
The older I get, the more I learn the importance of just every little thing, and nutrition and sleep and everything is huge. And then also you got to kind of fight that battle with yourself sometimes, where you want to, you know, you get that itch to, oh, I want to go out and wrestle hard today, but maybe today is a little bit lighter. Maybe I drill a day, or maybe, you know, I'm not feeling it as much, but today I need to go hard. And it's just kind of finding that balance. And I feel like it gets to the point where you're on the same page as the coaches, where I can pretty much just go, what would Tom and Terry say? Yeah, that's probably what I should do, and I don't even have to ask. And if I do ask, I know the answer.
Just because we won a national title doesn't mean we don't have to do it again. I mean, we have a job to do. So we made a decision to come back, and we're not going to just throw it away just because we won a national title. So the job's not done. We gotta repeat, and we gotta exceed. I said repeat, but I think all of us would agree that we don't want to repeat that just one national title. We want to repeat and have 10 national champs.
Today's broadcast is sponsored by Extreme, powered by Mediacom, the internet preferred by Hawk fans. U.S. Cellular, America's locally grown wireless and the official wireless provider of the Iowa Hawkeyes.
Feet close to the ground. Feet close to the ground. Just glide. Glide your feet. Good. Square. Square. Slow it down just a little bit, Con. Good. Keep your hips down. Keep your hips down. Good work. I got into high school teaching and coaching. I did that for 5 years. And during that time, I met my mentor, who was at the University of Illinois at the time. And later on, got an opportunity to do a graduate assistantship with him. And so that's kind of how I got from high school into the college realm. And I really didn't have any inkling that I was going to be a college coach the rest of my life or anything like that. I just wanted to learn from that coach. And went to the state of Michigan, went to the state of Indiana, went to the state of Ohio, spent some time in Illinois, and now here at Iowa.
And they're charging the field. The student body empties out onto the field. Iowa 23, Penn State 20.
That was one of the big surprises and highlights for our family is coming to Iowa City. I'm from a town called Tuscola, Illinois, and it's a farm community, and everyone just works their tail off, and athletics are really important, and it was just a really special place to grow up. And to be able to come to Iowa City and to be able to raise our kids here is really exciting, especially through their teenage years. The transition has been just so smooth. The people are so welcoming and giving, and it's been a really good experience. You go back to why I do this and why I want to do this. This place believes in development. This is a place to do that work. And then you ask about the center, and they say the name Tyler Linderbaum. And then you start learning about Tyler and you sit down with Tyler and learn what makes him tick and how he was raised, and tremendous. So it's a really cool, I wouldn't say it's balanced because it's not 2 and 2 or even 2 and 3. It's one kid with a ton of experience, a ton of amazing qualities as a leader and a player. And then you have these kids that are looking to you for their first playing action. Hey, coach, what do you got? Let's go. This is my first time to get out on the field, and it's a really cool blend. It's a challenging balancing act, but it's so worth it, and especially in this building. I think there's some buildings around the country. I don't know if you want to take on that challenge. This is exactly where you want to take on that challenge. So I never flinched when I got offered this job. That was one of the exciting parts of it. Keep your knee tucked. Keep your knee tucked every time. Foot first. Good. Near foot, near hand. Near foot, near hand. Near foot, near hand. Posture, posture. Break. One of the big draws to come to here to coach offensive line, the offensive line tradition is certainly huge. The biggest draw of them all is who my boss is. The fundamentals, yes, important. The technique, yes, important. The knowledge of the game, absolutely important. But the quality of man he is in this profession, in this day and age, to be a father and a husband and work for a man like Kirk Ferentz is, I can't ask for any more than that. Because that's your whole life. It spreads into your home when you go home. And my family knows that I work for a good man by the way I come home every night. And that's really important.
The Heartland is brought to you by Iowa's corn farmers of the Iowa Corn Growers Association and Iowa Corn Promotion Board. You may think Iowa grows corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa. And by Athletico Physical Therapy. It all starts here.
was running. He loved me. We had a special connection.
You guys look good. Point center.
I've never done that before in my life. No, I swear.
Yeah, girl. Yeah, girl. That was kind of cool.
Our offense, you know, one of the best in the country. Last year, you know, we were ranked #1 in field goal percentage, #1 in the country in three-point field goal percentage, #2 in the country in scoring, #3 in the country in free throw percentage, #4 in the country in assists. Those are amazing numbers. So we have a pretty good recipe for offensive success. But as you know, our defense needs to improve, and that's been a point of emphasis since we started our workouts in the summer. Rebounding and defense need to improve.
Yeah, I think sky's the limit for us. I mean, I think we're pretty unstoppable on offense. I think obviously defense, there's areas to improve, and I think we'll come out and show we have improved. Obviously the Big Ten is loaded with talent, so every time you're stepping on the floor this year, you're getting the best of the best, which is only going to prepare you for postseason play. And I mean, I love the games that are close. That's kind of what I live for. I would rather play in a close game than something that's a 25-point win blowout or something like that. Like, I don't mind winning by a lot, but those are the games you kind of live for. So I think playing in the Big Ten kind of prepares you for that. Playing in practice every single day against our blue squad, they make us better. They're super talented. So we just come to practice with the mindset every single day just to get better. And we know we got to grow, we got to be different this year, and that'll only take us further and further to reach our goals.
We'll definitely be seeing some different things from us this year. I think also just having that mentality, defense first, is a big thing for us this year. And I'm excited. Hopefully it has paid off. So,
every Iowa team I've ever been on, you start somewhere and you end somewhere, and the ending is so much better than the start. So coming in at #9 and then knowing that we're going to improve so much throughout, and again, prove people wrong, it's so fun, and it just makes me so excited for the season.
Yeah, no, I think we definitely embrace it. Obviously, if you're a top 10 team, you do have a target on your back, and people are going to be out there to get you, and everybody wants to take down a top 10 team in the country. But we embrace it, and we just kind of got to walk around like, you know, we have that swag, like we are the top 10 team, and so why not? Like, let's go do it, you know?
It's honestly going to be weird not having fans, or having fans in here. I haven't had fans in here since freshman year, but there's nothing like this atmosphere when it's a full arena. And Carver fans are great. Like, we feed off of them, like you said, and they give us energy, and they just make us want to go harder. So I'm really excited to finally have a full arena.
And that's a wrap on Media Day.
This has been a presentation from Learfield,